Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to part 2 of Why Men Cheat. So listen, look, it's taken me a little while to get around to doing this video, but unfortunately, as you know, I'm a busy man. But I managed to put some time aside, so I want to go through another point as to why I feel a lot of men end up cheating in their relationships. So before I even go any further, I just want to reiterate that I do not think cheating is acceptable. I do not rate people that cheat. However, this video is more just to bring about awareness of some of the issues as to why some men cheat. So today I just want to talk more about sort of upbringing in the environment and how I feel that impacts us as men. So maybe from more of a personal point of view, like growing up in today's society, in the environment in which that I was born and raised. So I was born and raised in Deptford, London. There is a lot, when I say a lot, there is a lot of pressure for men or young boys to be engaging in sexual activity from a young age, and also for it to be with multiple different girls. So I suppose you're thinking, how does that link with cheating? Well, let me get to that point. So as you're growing up, it becomes like a norm, it becomes a social norm, it becomes a personal norm for you to be having multiple girls, and it's almost as though if you don't, then there's a problem with you. And although I suppose at the time it might seem like all fun and games and you're enjoying yourself and whatever, for men, what I don't think they realize is how it can impact a relationship that they may go on to have in the future. So for example, I see this a lot. So a lot of guys will do what they're doing, different girls every night, doing what they're doing, and then they finally meet someone or get into a relationship with someone that they feel special and someone that they want to commit to. So in theory, they're in a fantastic position. They've gone through a stage of being with different girls, and like they feel like they've matured now and they've come to a place where now they're ready to settle down. But let me tell you, it's not as easy as that. Because being with multiple different girls all the time, just like anything that you do repetitively, can become an addiction. And so for a lot of men, they just find that they keep falling into the same trap of not being able to resist the temptation. And trust me, temptation these days is mad. Like, you think like how the world's changed, especially for my age. Like when I was younger, there was like, you had like MSN and trying to like face pick and all these old school social media sites, and it was at that point when things just started to take that step up. But now with things like Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, all these different social networking websites or apps or whatever you want to call them, like the ability to access or be in close accessibility with other women is mad. Like, trust me, it's crazy. And so if as a man you have been through that process of being with different girls and the peer pressure and the environment and all your friends and family telling you, what's your numbers for this year, bro? Like, what? How many girls have you had sex with? And all these different pressures that you get, from just being in a certain environment. Just because you find someone that you think that you love, it don't mean that those things, those temptations, those people around you, they ain't gonna go away. And some people might just will turn around to me and say, well, you obviously didn't love the person then, because if you loved them, you would never cheat on them. No, that's wrong. It's wrong, because love is a feeling. Sometimes you feel you love someone, and then sometimes you feel that you don't, and that happens in relationships. There's times when things are going well, when you're just like, you're in love with that person, everything's going great. But there's also times in relationships where things ain't going so great, and you might be arguing, and in the midst of those arguments, you don't feel like you love that person. So here's the thing: if you're serious about someone, I'm talking to like all the guys out there, innit? Like, if you're serious about a girl and you genuinely want to commit yourself to that woman and you don't want to cheat, and you've been through the process of being with different girls and like you've grown up in that type of environment, the only way for you to to have a successful relationship and not sort of step outside of that relationship to go and get your needs met by other women is for you to remove yourself from that environment. So in terms of removing yourself from that environment, like, you will know who the types of people, whether that's friends, family, whatever, you will know what sort of people you need to move out of your circle, because there's certain people, and let me tell you something, yeah, there's one thing that I rate about my closest people, because I had to go through this process myself, but my closest people, like the people that I call my brothers, yeah, they all respect what I have in it, and they will make sure that they never put me in situations where my relationship or my marriage could be in a place of vulnerability. And so they know, like, if they're bringing me certain places, or if they're looking to go certain places, and they know, look, fam, they could get on top here because there's 1-2 things that are moving a bit wild and this and that, they will say, look bro, it's not even for you, fam. Do you know what I mean? It's not even for you. Like, and you need to have like friends or family members that have that mindset. If you've got scatty friends or scatty family members that are willing to just drag you into any old environment, and they don't respect or care about what you have, those are the sort of people that I'm talking about. You have to remove them, innit? So listen, look, I don't want to go on forever, but I just want to say, like, there's a lot of men out there that end up cheating because of their previous lifestyle, innit? And they find the transition of going from being a single man into being in a relationship difficult. And trust me, it ain't easy. I don't care what no one says, it's not easy, but it can be done. And I think that's the thing to hold on to. It can be done. And finally, I just want to say, if there's any other topics that you want me to talk about or to discuss, then throw them at me, man. Send me a message, get at me on YouTube, or email me, whichever way you think's best, and I'll try and discuss some of those topics. So love, have a good Christmas, and I hope to have a couple videos for you very, very shortly. Alright, take care, man.